What's going on, everybody? This is the Radio Trigger podcast, and as always, I'm joined by my two hosts, 20 Odd Lion and the Anime Bro. Go ahead and say hello.
What's,
What's up, guys?
Yep. And I feel like I messed your name up, Lion. Get 20 Odd Lion Anime. That's what you go by now. But
20 online.
yeah, either way. But yeah, today we're just gonna be talking about our Christmas stories, just things that are not Christmas but holiday stories, just stories we have from the holiday times in the past, like years of life and stuff. So, does anybody want to go first?
Wait. So
Oh,
are we doing
really?
wholesome, or are we just gonna do whatever?
Whatever. Let's make it funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Not friendly stories.
yeah. We
Okay.
we can do like a
Okay.
little mix up. Just
Yeah.
Okay.
If you have one, I don't have any.
yeah. All right.
Am I going first? Oh my god.
So, yeah. All right.
Hey, I'm curious about your stories. You said you got no.
Yeah. Alright, man. Sure. Last year. I was in a different town, not in my own town. And me and my best friend, we were in and out. We, I'm a drinker. I like to drink, right? So, drinking, me and him, and then we smoked weed as well.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
We were walking around at night. We went to his uncle's house. So we were walking around. And this was literally like a week before Christmas. So there was one church had Christmas lights all around it. We were walking past and we were like, you know what? Why don't we steal the lights?
Whoa, damn.
So we're there.
The-
It's like zip tied to this tree. We're trying to get it, and at this point, this town loved like security cars were driving around. So every time one would come by, we would literally just run into the field and lay in the field until they went past.
Wow.
After we went back, tried to give his lights off. Nothing happened. We were like, well, let's leave it for now. The next night, literally the same thing. We were drunk and high again. And we're like, let's try it one more time. So we went back. At this point, they put a security guard there at the church. So
Yeah.
we get there. We literally pull this light, and his light turns on. And like, what are you guys doing? And we're there like looking for cigarettes. Do you have any cigarettes?
Oh my gosh.
Me and my friend, we literally just running back to our house. And this man follows us. Like, a little bit later at night, the police arrive.
Oh wow.
They're like, yeah, these two kids were trying to steal lights. And the next day, one of the neighbors on Facebook, oh, these kids always trying to steal things. So that's one of my stories.
Nice.
Jeez Louise, dude.
That's crazy. I knew you would have the shenanigans. You just have all the crazy stuff. But yeah. Well, you wanna go next, or Anime Bro, or do you wanna ask him some questions about his story?
Did you get arrested? Like, jeez Louise, you stole some light.
We couldn't get it off. We couldn't get it.
I feel like I
It
have
was
a
way too difficult.
yeah. Let me not say anything. I'm not gonna say
Yeah.
anything. Yeah. But I was just gonna say.
Yeah.
I feel like on the like stealing kind of something. I like, bro. I have so many memories. I can't remember, but I feel like that sounds similar to something that I've probably tried to do at some point, but I don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember. But yeah. What about you, Anime Bro? What's your story?
I don't have like a story where I stole something, but if we're going like, I guess I guess crazy. I won't say crazy, but it was a memory that really was. It wasn't pleasant for me. So, one time during like I think it was holiday season because for some reason we were watching Christmas movies. I think during this, for me, for my family, holiday season is like November or December. You know those times. So it was probably during that time. Like one day, my friend was visiting my house, and he had to leave. So eventually, when he went home and had to leave, I went up the stairs. And the thing is, like, you should be careful when you go up the stairs because when I walked up the stairs, or I guess I ran up the stairs, I slipped. And and you know the part of the stairs, like you know the corner of the stairs of each step, the corner where. So my I think left knee hit that corner really hard. Jeez. And I instantly fell to the ground, shaking. Like I was in so much pain. Like I couldn't move that leg whatsoever.
Jeez.
And yeah, and that was just me running up the stairs. I was like freaking out. Like holy crap! Am I gonna? Is my leg gonna be all right? I really can't move it. I had to keep it like bent because if I moved it at all, it would have been like the worst pain I ever felt.
Yeah.
Like, and everyone like came towards me. I remember like when I was like, "Are you okay?" Like I just heard a thud, and I was like, I think my I don't know, my knee just hurts really bad, really bad, and it was like the only time where my dad actually lifted me and actually laid me down on like the sofa, and for like the longest time, if I could like barely walk. So like if I had to go to the bathroom, which sucked because how my house was like at the time was I had to stay in the living room because I couldn't move. I could move everywhere in the living room, but to go to the bathroom, there was like this 2-step leveled. Like I had to go up 2 steps to actually get to the bathroom. But because I was injured on my knee, in order for me to go up these steps, I had to actually have someone help me get up to those steps and go to the bathroom. So if no one was home and I needed to go, I had to hold it in until like someone came home.
Jeez.
And it was really bad. It was really bad.
Jeez.
Eventually I learned how to walk with just one like foot technically. Like I forgot how long it took, but there was at a point like I think 1 week later my foot was like I could put weight on my leg, but it would feel like it was about to break. Like it took a while for me to heal. Like I just don't remember how long it took. It took a while, but I guess that's one of my memories I have.
Okay, nice. Jeez. You said you didn't go to the doctor or anything, right? For that?
No, I didn't go to the doctor. Okay, so this is another thing. I was in Australia, so we didn't have a doctor.
Oh wow.
So I really didn't have a doctor to go to. It was more like yeah, sit there, do nothing, and just hope that it doesn't do permanent damage.
Yeah. Jeez, that's crazy. That's crazy. You got any questions for him, Lion?
Not really. I mean, you pretty much explained it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. So if we're talking about crazy stories, I guess I have one. So basically, as a kid, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like I was kind of like Gon. If you've ever watched Hunter x Hunter, like I was always outside and stuff and doing stuff, but as a kid I had like a lot of friends, like a lot of I hung out with like a lot of family and like a lot of cousins and stuff. I guess I wasn't like a kid, but I was still pretty young. And then basically I used to always like go over to my cousin's house like every week, basically every Friday.
Yeah.
And every time I'd go over there we'd like get into something crazy. But there was one time, and I think this was around the holiday season, where basically how everything is set up. Wait, actually we didn't go to their house. We went to, I think it was we went to somebody else's house. And basically how their house is set up, they have like a closet kind of thing. Not really a closet, but it's like an outdoor closet kind of thing. And it's like in the backyard. So basically there was that, and we were just messing around in the backyard. And then we'd already got into like a bunch of other crazy stuff that day, but there was basically this giant snake. I don't know what kind it was, but it was in the backyard. And
Oh, dang.
yeah, it was we were all kids, so we basically all ran into the closet and stayed there for like probably like an hour and half an hour or something, probably like an hour and a half something. And then like we all would like try to go out there, and since it was so big, like you could see it so clearly, and like none of us just wanted to go outside, and we were all like just trying to, like, for an hour and a half trying to get somebody to go outside and like go get like an adult to handle the snake. And we were in there for basically hours. And eventually one of us just got up and left. I think it was my sister, because she doesn't care about stuff. And then she just got out, and we had to like look around just to make sure everything was all right. And eventually we got out. But there's another story that's kind of the same. It's funny because it happened at the same house. And I want to count these as one story just because I feel like crazy stuff always happens at the house. But we were all outside, and we were basically just talking or whatever, and then there was like a dog outside, and I was the first to see it, and I didn't say anything. I was like a kid, and because I didn't think it was gonna be anything crazy, but then it came around the corner and it just started growling like, and then it started like chasing everybody, and we all like ran inside. And then it's funny because my cousins thought we left the kids outside, or like the babies outside. But yeah, I feel like something's always happening over there with some wild animal. But yeah, those are my stories. Those are my stories.
I'm over here saying,
so we can start off.
These guys are like, we have a dog chase me. I'm like, bruh.
Dog chased the whole family. I'm not gonna lie, it was a big one too. It was crazy. Yeah. Any questions about my story? Or is that just a simple one?
So the dog have rabies?
Most likely. Nobody yeah, I remember it like went into the backyard or something, and then we were all like we all stayed in like inside the house for a while, and then everybody went outside, but I was scared, so I stayed inside, and somebody had to calm me down. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But in terms of craziness, I feel like Lions is definitely the craziest, and then yeah, who do you say is like the second craziest lion between me and Anime Bro?
You.
Yeah, being chased by
literally just hit his knee on the stairs.
Yeah, true.
Um,
Sounded painful though.
yeah.
Yeah.
Really painful.
What do you have our stories? Actually, I do.
Yeah.
I don't know if this was in holiday time, but why not? So, there was one time I was at this club, me and my friend. We were just, of course, drinking.
Yeah.
This is one girl. She was quite old, like 34. And she just, I went up to the bar to get my drink. And she just started grinding against me. I'm like, what the hell's going on?
Oh, I think I think we heard this one. I remember this one.
Yeah, not recording.
Yeah.
I just move away. I'm like, I just want my drink. And she just grinding against me. I'm like, bruh. If she was a bit younger, man, hey.
Crazy. That's crazy.
It's sketch. It's sketch.
Yeah.
See, do I have? I mean, I've been chased by dogs a lot of times as well.
Yeah. I almost got hit by a car, but I don't think that was around holiday time.
Actually, believe it or not, I almost got hit by a car too.
Oh.
Actually.
I
Yeah.
feel like most people, there's always one time at least.
Yeah, because there was this one time. It's funny because I was riding with my uncle and we were going bike riding, and I feel like he's an insane bike rider. Like he's like Moomin Rider from One Punch Man or something. Like he's extreme bike rider, and so we're basically crossing this crosswalk, and then he was like, yeah, so what I do is before the light starts turning, or when the light turns yellow, and that not even when it turns red, I start going. And I'm like, wait, what? He said, yeah, let's go. And then he just started going, and then I started going after him. And then when we got like to the halfway point, there was this car, and then it was just speeding, and I had to press the brakes so hard I thought I was gonna break my bike. But yeah, I ended up like in front of him, almost like got hit by the car. It's crazy. And he was just like, all right, let's keep going after that. But yeah. Crazy.
Okay, maybe we should just stop talking about crazy stuff. Let's just talk about wholesome moments. Even though Lion probably doesn't.
I don't have any.
Yeah, because you're probably
to me, I have one that is. There was one. Oh god. There was one Christmas where I really did enjoy a weekend. I can't talk about it. It's not really friendly.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I have such a bad mind. Okay. Yeah.
No, you're right. That's exactly right.
Well, I'm about to get you to type it to me on Discord. But we can hear that later off stream.
I mean, I'll say it. I have a problem, but
Yeah. I'm thinking of some
know if
extreme
it would be
stuff.
friendly enough.
Does it have to? I don't even want to guess, to be honest. I feel like just guessing is gonna be risky.
I think you know what. I think.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah. I feel like I know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have an idea of what it might be, anime bro?
I don't know.
Oh my god.
just like I thought this was gonna be like awesome episode.
Nah, fam. I don't have any. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I got presents. I got socks for Christmas.
Okay, then let me ask this: what is Christmas like in South Africa?
Depends on where you live.
What about where you live?
No.
Craziness.
If it's nah, not really. I mean, we don't really celebrate it. There's some households that will put out Christmas lights and do stuff. If it's Christmas for me, I go clubs and bars and then out.
Yeah, I'm not
Wait,
gonna
is
lie.
this why you
Before,
wanted to do this? This was your idea. You just wanted to tell stories?
Yeah.
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Before the pandemic, I still do, but like I love going out like around Christmas time. Like even just like I don't know. It was like staying home and watching movies and stuff like that, with family and everything. I did that, but like I like going out a lot too. Like if we're talking stories about going out, I've just been out too many times to remember any of them. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Ryan, I think you have the different experience of us Americans. Because me and Tenza, like, we're not even allowed to drink until 21.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we,
That's
it's
feel
like, if you were expecting we have these crazy stories with you, you're wrong. Like,
Well, obviously you guys
like
are
yeah.
over
I'm
21, so I was like, maybe.
sorry for the helicopter in the background.
Yeah.
But okay, I'm gonna be honest. I'm not
we wouldn't have
exposing.
these stories.
I'm not gonna expose myself, right? I'm not exposing myself, but what you call it? My family is a little unorthodox. You know what I'm saying? It's different than like
Hmm.
traditional stuff. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna elaborate any further than that. But yeah, I do. I've partaken in some craziness just because of that. But yeah, I do still. It's most. I do have some normal stuff too, since it's kind of like a blend of
Yeah.
the craziness and the regular stuff.
Well, I don't have any of these memories, so I guess I'm out. That was it.
Yeah.
I'm done talking.
Uh,
If you want to listen to their stories, they got tons. I got nothing.
I remember this one
Where's your
time.
what? There you go.
I remember this one time we went to, I think it was Port St. Lucie or something, and we went to, I think it was my aunt's house for Christmas, and I think that they waited for us to go to sleep and to bring the presents in or whatever, but since they didn't want to make too much noise, they they went through the window of our room, and it was pretty loud, so I had to like pretend I didn't hear them and close my eyes so I didn't see what it was, because I like Christmas surprises, you know what I'm saying? I don't like knowing what I'm getting for Christmas, but
Yeah.
I could have very easily found out. But yeah, the night before, it was crazy, man. It was like, I think I can't even get into it. It's just a bunch of different stuff. There was a lot of people. There was like no less than like 30 people under that roof at that time. But yeah, it was crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was insane. But yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of stories, but we're all. I have the same thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. In South Africa, we have laws, but no one follows them.
No. Yeah.
It's like, and one of my friends, he's like 15, and he can go into clubs, right? Because they don't ask for ID.
Yeah.
And there was this one Christmas party we held a couple of years ago, probably 2 years ago. Yeah.
He said like you can't talk about it.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think about this one. Yeah, I don't think I'll say this one, but
Yeah.
yeah. But the other story I had, I can't talk about that because that's not really friendly. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Yeah. What? One of these days, anime bro, we just gotta go to South Africa so Lion can give us a tour, and we can get the experience.
Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
He can't handle it. I
No,
can handle it, Lion. I can handle it.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've been in Australia and they drink plenty.
Not everybody drinking that's a problem.
Yeah.
Well, go to
Just-
Australia. I think they would say different.
No, we do drink a lot. You have to really pick which clubs you go to. Pick the wrong one, you're gonna get into a fight.
Wow. Yeah.
Listen, like a lot of these clubs are in really sketchy areas.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, I have a crazy one, but I can't tell that story. I can't tell that story. I would, because telling it would mean I would expose somebody, and I don't want to expose. Like even if they don't, even if they don't know me and they don't watch this, like yeah, I don't want to say it, but yeah, it just has how can I put this? So we basically we let somebody in. Okay, I don't, I don't want to say it. We basically let somebody in our house at some like at some point, but I don't. It's nothing like. I mean, it's kind of. It's not. I just don't expose this person. That's all it is. It's nothing crazy.
I'm thinking about something completely wrong.
Yeah, when you're big, when I'm big like that, it's like it's easy to just think about crazy stuff, but. It's pretty simple, but like, man, it's yeah. I'm just not gonna say it. But do you have any? Do you at least have any other wholesome wholesome stories, anime bro?
I mean, like, if I tell wholesome stories, it's like a video now. Like crazy stories and stuff. I was probably gonna share this.
Yeah.
It's also this if this was the point of the episode, but Lion came up with the idea. So his thought was, let's tell up crazy stories, and
make it enjoyable. You know what I mean? So I was like,
well, you know, people find the wholesome. Well, the thing is, I wanted to be on one thing, and I don't go out clubbing and I don't go out drinking like you guys, so I don't have any stories to tell. I don't have stories to tell. Like,
yeah, whoa! You're grasping straws there. I never said I drink explicitly. I never said that explicitly. You just assumed that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna confirm or deny it. Oh my god.
Well, either way, I don't do that, so I have no stories to say.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I used to just be a good guy, be good.
good boy. No naughty stuff.
I used Christmas. To. And then in 1 year it just all went down.
Oh my gosh, man, that sounds like one of them those anime where the main character gets into like the gets what's the word, brought into like all the crazy stuff with like a group of friends. Yeah.
You could say.
Yeah. But yeah, I have some laws to abide by, so I'm not gonna I'm not gonna flat out say some stuff that I shouldn't. But yeah.
I can't really think of also.
I can think of a couple. I was gonna act as the middleman, like I was gonna tell some crazy stories with Lion and then tell some wholesome stories with Anime Bro, but because I do have a fair share of wholesome stories too. Yeah, but like, well, what kind of wholesome stories? You mean just like what you got for Christmas one time, or like?
Well, I mean, like, you know, good things like hanging out with stuff, you know, doing things with families. You know, because that's what I see Christmas as. Not a reason to do crazy stuff.
I mean,
almost stealing light.
I mean, like people get naked on New Year's, so I don't get the difference between.
That's New Year's. That's not Christmas.
But this is holiday stories, you said, and that counts as holidays. People get naked, they kiss random people on New Year's when the ball drops. You know,
what are you guys doing?
What are
you guys doing over there?
It's called what
I'm not doing that.
Yeah, they call it like streaking. They like when as soon as it hits 12 o'clock on a New Year's, they like take off all their clothes and run naked in the streets, and then some people.
I need to come visit.
That's not happening that's not what happening where I'm living. Okay, you'll be disappointed.
No,
that.
Yeah, that doesn't happen. Well, it probably happens where I live, but well, no, where I used to live, because where I used to live was crazy, but not where I'm living now. Like yeah, it's not where I'm living now. But even on the TV, like I'm sure you can see that somewhere. But like, yeah, the ball drops. That happens. People like like pop the champagne bottles or whatever, and what else do they do? They just do crazy stuff when the ball drops and the time hits 12 on New Year's. But yeah, I feel like that New Year's it's like they finally like get out of their shell from holding it all in, being wholesome on Christmas, and they're just like, yeah, let's get crazy now. Yeah. I don't remember if it was Christmas or the 4th of July, but I remember one time we almost launched a firework into somebody's house. The house wasn't finished, thankfully. So it went like, basically it went up into the air and then it like came back down and went through the window. But yeah,
Wow.
nobody was living there, so it didn't actually break like a glass or anything either. It was just like an unbuilt house. But yeah, that was pretty crazy, I guess. But yeah.
Ooh, let me think. I think I might have a wholesome one.
Honestly, we should have saved the crazy stories for Halloween, because I have way more crazy Halloween stories, to be honest.
Hey, you guys had Halloween, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halloween. I can see Halloween doing crazy. I don't do crazy stuff, but you know, seeing crazy costumes is like, well, and some creative ones. Like I've seen some creative ones in Halloween.
Yeah. To be honest,
I'll just tell.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say, I think that it really depends on like your what is it, your background and like where you come from. It like people celebrate things differently. Like for me, it's like half wholesome, half crazy. For Lion, it's all crazy, and then for Anime Bro, it's just all wholesome.
Mm.
Yeah.
We wouldn't have Halloween yet, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Halloween's an American thing. Australia never did it either.
Yeah. Makes
Well,
sense.
either way, I have a lot more I can tell there.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys wanna go on with the stories, or?
Like I said, I got nothing. You go.
I mean, you could tell your wholesome stories. It's not gonna take anything away from the video.
Yeah.
No, I mean, like it's kind of like get all the way to the crazy stories, and then all of a sudden this wholesome story.
Alright.
I mean, this is a reference from a Bleach fan, but we went from like we went from Aizen's arc to Fullbring arc. That wasn't as crazy, you know, but it's still good. You know what I'm talking about. So
I mean, it depended on who the fan was. Like, if you were a like a simp like you, yeah,
I mean,
it probably still was good. But if you're like a normal fan like me, then it's like,
oh,
I mean, where was the combination?
Nah,
Like, what's going on here? I'm confused.
I'm gonna try my best not to go off on a tangent, but man, that's disrespectful. Even as a normal fan, bro, that story, I feel like it's a thing of you didn't like the action, just like because it was way less it was way less action and stuff than the last arc. But nah, the story was good and everything. I just watched the reaction yesterday. Somebody finished it and they were like, oh yeah, this is good, like better than people say it is. But yeah, that's all you, man. But normal people, they like the Fullbring arc. But yeah, the point is, if you get onto your wholesome stories, I'm sure people will appreciate those too. They'll like them.
Nah, it's fine. Let's talk about these. Lion might still got plenty of crazy stories going. So
Oh, okay. I'll tell a wholesome story. How about that? And then you can tell your wholesome stories, because it seems like you just don't want to be the only one telling wholesome stories, and I have some.
That's part of it, but you know, Lion, I don't think Lion has gotten well because Lion's probably got a lot more stories to tell, and he just said like he doesn't really have that many wholesome ones. So, you know, he's gonna tell if he's gonna tell more stories, you know, I don't want us to go back from wholesome to crazy. So if you got more stories if we got more stories to tell, I don't want to just tell a wholesome one all of a sudden we're going back to crazy.
I mean,
Nah,
yeah.
I've left I can't say. Not on recording.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll take a long time to get to all those, I'm sure. But yeah, honestly, I don't think there's anything to lose from it. Like, you know, that just makes the episode crazy in and of itself. There's wholesome stories and crazy stories all over the place, you know. But also, shouldn't we be ending this soon, since we have wait, this has only been going on for 36 minutes? Wow. I was gonna say we have a collab today, but I don't know how soon we're gonna end.
Probably, you know,
Well, when is he coming again?
in about an hour.
Oh,
So we still got an hour to go.
okay, no problem. All right, so you just don't want to tell any of your wholesome stories then?
If we're going, I'll tell some, but
Yeah.
you know what? Yeah, that mentality. Just realized. No, well, I guess another thing is not mostly it's because of Lion tell crazy stories, but it's like Lion has like we're telling fun stories that is like, you know, you would tell like a person at a party like oh yeah, one time I almost stole some lights, or oh this big dog once chased our family, or like I almost broke my knee. I almost like I broke my knee this one time. But now looking back at it, it's like these wholesome stories I have, they're kind of personal, so it wouldn't be right in the video. So it's not just like that it won't match the video. It's more of like I don't want something personal to be something like fun, like consider it like a fun story. So
I
it won't have it.
I don't get it. I don't get what you're trying to say.
What I'm trying to say is that you know, something personal, something wholesome for me is personal that I really care like at so some like, you know, when I tell a wholesome story about Chris, like a wholesome memory I guess around Christmas, it's usually personal to me. Like I wouldn't just share this with anyone. Like I would share it with close friends because, you know, it would be like
That's pretty weird, because
I would share it with
not the idea of you sharing it with people close to you, but I'm just saying like the idea that like, because you were pretty on board for this, I thought you had like a couple stories that weren't so personal. So yeah,
I thought I would be able to share them, but then now getting to it, I'm like, yeah. if I had fun stories to talk about, I probably would like talk more. But I don't have fun stories. Most of my stuff is just like, now looking back, it kind of like personal ones and stuff.
I mean
like,
yeah.
I guess a wholesome thing is like I got consoles when I was a kid. Like I got a 3DS once.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, exactly. That's the type of stories that I was talking about. Like for me, my first wholesome story was just gonna be one time, and I told you guys about this, but you didn't hear the whole story. You only heard the end. But one time I had well, I was little, and then I saw there was a game coming out. It's called Sonic Unleashed, and I'm sure you guys know about that game. Yeah, and that's like my favorite Sonic game. And so like earlier that year, or like probably a while ago, I honestly don't remember when, but I had a PS2, and so I saw the commercial on TV, and I was like, oh my gosh, I want that game so much. And so like that was one of the games that I asked for, and then I ended up getting. But the other game, and this is the second half of the story that you guys never heard, it's kind of like an anime. Let me stop saying that. But basically, the other game that I got was, I used to always see my uncle play Devil May Cry, and I wanted that same game. And so I got one. It was like an older version. The one he would always play that I would watch him play was Devil May Cry 4. And the one that I got was like one of the first ones. And then I told you guys about this, but I got scared of the game, so I returned it eventually. Yeah, even though it was like a Christmas present. But yeah, that's basically my quote-unquote wholesome story. Kind of funny though, not gonna lie. Yeah, that's basically what I was gonna speak about in terms of wholesome, just like stuff we got for Christmas or whatever. But yeah, how we enjoyed it and stuff. But yeah.
Yeah. Let's see.
I don't remember much. I remember one year I got just clothes and shampoo and stuff, and that really sucked.
I mean,
Socks. Socks.
Now that I think about it, if we're just talking about holiday stories, it doesn't necessarily have to be like at the end of the year. It could just be any holiday that any of us celebrate like throughout the year, like fun memories that we had for then. Like it could be Valentine's Day, it could be just anything. Yeah, just anything. Yeah. I
laugh a lot then.
Yeah. Do you have any other holiday stories, Anime Bro?
No, not that
Any Valentine's Day stories?
I actually
confess to somebody?
No, I'm not that kind of guy.
Oh wow. Wow.
Yeah, I'm not a guy who goes to know somebody. I do have. I guess I have like. I got a Karen 4th of July story.
Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, that's fun. That's fun.
So there's this one. So this year I spent 4th of July in Florida, and you know the one thing everyone knows that's really good about with 4th of July is fireworks. You know, you love shooting up fireworks. Like everyone does it, even though it's probably against the law. It's like it's 4th of July. Who gives a crap?
Yeah.
Just light them up and shoot them in the air. So one time we were doing it, and so the thing is like the backyard. So we were staying at my uncle's house, and the backyard we didn't want to do in the backyard because it was full of grass. And the one thing we were worried about is if the grass caught on fire, then you know that would be something big. Like that it would spread, and eventually that would cause probably a bigger fire. So we decided to do it in the front because that's where the road and all that was. Yeah. So we were throwing in some. We were lighting some fireworks. You know, seeing it go in the sky or seeing it like spew out on the ground and whatnot. And like we were lighting a bit, and then all of a sudden this lady comes here and is like, can you not do this? Because, I walk my dog here, and she came up with some, like, random excuse being like, it wasn't like, she was like, at first it was like, it was her, and then you try to put it on like other neighbors and stuff were also gonna feel this thing. And literally, now the thing about my family, especially my uncle's family and my family, is that that like we don't like my uncle and my dad are people who don't want conflict. Like they're like, okay, so they're like, okay, we'll put it in the back and all that stuff. But like I could just hear my mom, and they're totally different. Like they would have been like, if they were the ones talking. I'll just say this: if they were the ones talking, it probably would have been a different story. Like instead of being like, oh, we just don't want. Oh, let's just launch them out in the back. They would have been like, lady, just walk your dog somewhere else and leave us alone. Like it would have been. I'll just say it would have been a lot difficult, but it was like. To be honest, it was the first time I saw Karen like come up and like, don't light your fireworks here because I walk my dog here. And I'm like seriously, lady? Yeah. And the thing is, we weren't even lighting it on the sidewalk. We were lighting it on the road. So it's like, are you walking your dog on the road? Like, what's going on?
Yeah. Do you have?
It's just like,
yeah, that's crazy, bro. Like honestly, I don't understand why. I don't understand. Like I like that's the thing, right? Like I also do it on the road when we have like fireworks or whatever. So I don't understand. Like, was there just no sidewalks or like where you were?
No, there were. That was the thing. There were sidewalks. We were placing it down. And the thing is, look here. You think that would have been insane? She would have been glad she was not in North Carolina, because I'll tell you, like, firework, they don't just do like the ones you buy at the store. They do like illegal fireworks, like from Mexico.
Jeez.
And they shoot it in the backyard. Like we whenever leave, and like whenever we go, like during like 4th of July, whenever we say, like, we always joke like we'll be surprised if our house stays intact, because they literally launch like there's this house that's like next door to some trees. They launch like the largest fireworks, and the biggest surprise, we're like, how's the trees not on fire? Like there's no way. These people are right next to some trees, and they're launching the big fireworks, the illegal fireworks, into the air. So it's like, what the heck is going on here? And it's not just them. Everyone does it. We were like the only ones that did normal fireworks. Everyone else is doing like, they like stole fireworks from like a 4th of July fireworks display or something like that. It's just insane.
Jeez, that's crazy. See, I knew you had some crazy stories. Crazy stories in you.
It's just not Christmas ones. There are other holidays.
No, crazy stories. Holiday stories in general, doesn't matter. But yeah.
But yeah, if you guys want to see, come to Sanford and July 4th. You'll like, you just come to my house, sit in the front. You'll see tons of fireworks. You'll be.
I'll definitely think about it.
They're loud, actually. Like, this was like the first time where, like, especially with the guy next door to the house, man, I was like, man, I want to go to sleep. Like, can you like not light these?
Yeah. Do you have any fireworks stories? Mine.
No, we're not allowed. We're not allowed.
That's the line. That's the line. Is the fireworks?
That's what I'm saying. Oh my gosh! It's like you go drink Rob lights, and then it's like no fireworks though. No
fireworks. That's where we draw the line. Fireworks, no go.
I mean, that's just thing. Like, you are allowed, but people in town, they will usually come to your house and be like, my dog ran away. Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's not illegal per se, but the people just don't want you to.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. I want to say,
Oh.
I want to say I have a story. It's not about it might have been around the holiday time. I honestly don't remember, but it's about an injury, and what makes this one funny is that a lot of people don't know. So this is the first time I've literally ever told it, and it's like finally gonna clear up something. So if you've seen on my profile picture,
How about we just name this episode your funny stories? Like, let's just do that. No, we won't do Christmas. We'll just do random funny stories.
Our
that we
holiday
have.
stories.
yeah, okay.
No, let's not do holiday story because I got tons of crazy stories, but I don't know if it's holiday related.
I mean, you don't have to know, to be honest. Like you won't be able to name what you did on April 15th, 2009. Like, I'm pretty sure nobody remembers exactly what they did and when. So
Yeah.
like either way, we can just name it like funny holiday story time or something. But
Yeah.
yeah,
That sounds okay.
yeah. So
Oh yeah, because you sorry. I was like,
yeah, no, I wasn't gonna say anything. What were you gonna say?
oh, no. I just said sorry for continue.
Oh yeah, and it was nothing. It's just like I forgot what I was saying. Honestly, I didn't forget the story. I just forgot what I was saying before about the video. But yeah, it's just a regular telling stories for Christmas type thing. But yeah. So basically, I have an injury story, and this one, like I said, it's the first time I'm ever like saying this, which is probably crazy. And this is the only place you'll probably hear it for a while, because like I just don't really have a reason to tell it. But I have a couple pretty crazy injury stories. So if you look at my profile picture, I did it deliberately when I made it or whatever. But there's a scar on my character's forehead, and that's because I have that like a scar on my forehead in real life. It's not the same scar, but it's on my forehead, and basically I almost split my head open at one point. It was pretty crazy. Yeah, so basically we have this, like, in my old house. It was like the first house I've ever.
Oh dang! I actually got a lot of injury stories now. Jeez.
Yeah. It was I think I broke both my knees. But that's another story. That's another time though, because I don't want to drag it on too long. But yeah, in the first house I ever remember, or that I've ever like made memories in, basically there was this one step, and it's like the way the house is set up. There's like this one step, and like you use that to get from like the living room to like I don't even know what you would call it, like from like the inside of the house part. It's weird, the layout. I honestly don't remember. But basically, as a kid, I'm a kid, so I run around a lot. And one time, I tripped, and my forehead like fell on the corner edge of that like little step, and so like I was bleeding so much, man. And it was such a bad injury that, like I said, I still have the scar. It's not like it's not like, you guys know Tyler 1.
Yeah.
It's not like his head.
Oh yeah.
It's not like his head or anything, but it's like a small tiny scar. I feel like if you feel it hard, like I'm doing it right now, like if you rub over it, you can like feel like a small little indent, but it's not that crazy. But yeah, I think I like cracked my skull on it a little bit or something. I honestly don't know.
Okay. I got a story.
Alright.
I have so because we never met in person, I have a bald spot on the back of my head. But it's not no. So this will relate to my story. So I have a bald spot on the back of my head, but what's unique about this bald spot is that there's no hair there whatsoever.
Yeah.
Now so a long time ago when I was a little kid, as a little kid, like 4 years old, you do stupid stuff. You do a lot of stuff your parents don't tell you, like jumping on the bed, standing on like the table and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So one of the things I used to do is lean back on chairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one time I was leaning back on a chair, and my mom saying, "Don't do that, you're gonna get." So I leaned back on a chair, and
I'm
I
sorry.
hit my head.
It's funny.
I hit my head.
I'm sorry. It's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
It's funny how you say she said don't do that, and then I did it anyways.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did it
Gosh.
anyways.
Oh my god.
And he goes, I'm a kid. I did it anyway.
Yeah.
So I leaned back, and I hit my head. Now, normally this would be like, oh, don't do that ever again. You get hit. Now, what I hit my head on was the corner step of of the outside piece of a concrete. So,
Jeez.
the step of a concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the 3-sided corner, I hit my head right there.
Jeez.
And
That's painful.
my mom said when she looked at my way, blood was gushing out like crazy.
Jeez.
And I was panicking and all that stuff. And how she described it, like she said there was like a lot of blood and all that stuff. And I'm thinking, how am I not passed out? Like, I'm a 4-year-old. Like, I start crying when I get like a cut, and yet I get this like my head gets almost split open. Like, it's not that big, but like literally a piece of like the corner piece of concrete hit me. I should be knocked out or like unconscious, but no, I'm like awake, panicking, and like my mom's rushing to somewhere to find a way to deal with this. Like she's like scared. Like, what's going on? Like, how do I fix this? Like, this, like, she's panicking. She's driving me. I don't remember much because I was like 4. I don't remember much when I was there. But like, at the end of the story, she got it fixed up. But yeah, I have a bald spot on my head because when I was 4 years old, I was rocking back on a chair and hit my head on a concrete corner.
Jeez. You gotta need.
Yeah, the story is just like that.
Yeah. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Alright, so if I can realize that every time I get like hurt, it's always my head for some reason. So same thing. I was like 8 or 9, and I don't know what I was doing, but I tripped, and literally the same thing. Corner of like this like concrete stair, or like not concrete stair, but like the porch was made out of concrete where we lived. I just fell and hit the back of my head on that corner.
Jeez. We all have corner stories.
Literally, I don't know what's going on, but I don't remember it that well. I just remember that I had to get stitches for it. But
Jeez, we're gonna be called the Cornerstone Injury Podcast.
and like I still have the mark on the back of my head. I don't have bald spots, but it's that.
Jeez, we all got marks on our head. Jeez,
Yeah. I don't know.
that's crazy.
I
Yeah,
have a lot of ones. My head got injured for some reason.
yeah. I have another one where my head got injured. I had 2 more, but I forgot the second one. But the third one, it was I think no, it was a while ago. It was at the last place I lived in. I was basically being dumb and trying to do backflips, but I wasn't doing it in a good place at all. So basically, I was doing it like in my room, and I was like trying to like flip on my bed, and then I like came up short, and then like my knee hit my chin, and then like I like almost bit completely through my lip, and like even now like if I rub my tongue like on the inside of my lip or whatever, I can like feel it, like still feel this scar. But man, that hurt, man. And I remember I remember like it was funny to me, like even though like it was a really bad injury, because like I just started bleeding a lot from my lip, and then they just come in and then just see a lot of blood start coming from my mouth. I'm sorry, it was like I wasn't laughing at the time, but it was just funny in hindsight, like it's just a regular day, and then you just come in and see me bleeding all so much from my mouth. It's crazy. But yeah.
Let's see. You guys know like the metal swings you swing on?
Yeah.
I was swinging, and my friend was like, "Oh, let's see if you can jump the furthest off of it." So I was like, "All right." So when I went to go jump, I sweater hooked onto the swing, so I just fell face planted. I look up, and this swing just comes full force and hits me on the back of my head.
Jeez.
Oh dang.
Oh
Man, that sounds like a Looney Tune cartoon, just like one bad thing after another.
Yeah.
Oh no, I fell, and then this thing comes in next.
Literally.
I didn't think much of it. I was like, "Oh, I'll be fine." Go to class. I'm sitting there, and I'm dizzy.
Jeez.
I'm like, I just, I feel very dizzy. I'm like, viewer's headache. I'm like, I just skipped school and I just went home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I actually got something funny. It's not an injury. So in Australia, when I was living in Australia, and it was like time for us to come from our break. Like we have this like we have breaks. They're kind of like lunch breaks. That like we get 30 minutes off of classes. And one time when like a whole bunch of kids were coming from break, I remember like one thing is that like to get back to the classes, some kids go like across this road, like that's like it's like the parking lot of the like, school building. So there was a car that was waiting for these kids to cross. Now some kids were playing catch with their like ball that they had.
Yeah.
And they were just playing, they were just tossing. One of them tosses the ball and it hits the windshield of the car. Now, here's the thing, here's the law in Australia. If the windshield of the car is broken to a point where it's noticeable, then you're not allowed to drive it. And it was noticeable. It was like literally like some guy just threw a rock on this thing. That's how like hard it hit this this lady's windshield. And everyone's like, well, the thing is like everyone's like wondering like what to do now, because legally speaking she can't move that car because the windshield's there. So it's like, and obviously the kids ran off. Like, after they saw that, they're like, yeah, we're not getting in trouble. So they yeeted out of there. They were like, yeah, there's no way we're gonna get in trouble for this. And so this like whole time at school, like every time you cross this like sidewalk the whole day, there was just this random car with this broken windshield like standing right next to the crosswalk, and it's like, what? At the time I'm like, well, what are you gonna, if you can't move it, like how is this gonna, like what are you gonna do, like
Yeah.
because you can't just leave a car here, because you know this is not just like some so it was like it was just funny because it was just like the expression of everyone, like everyone's like, oh, and like also it was just surprising seeing like a ball hit like a screen and it completely cracked in like. That's actually pretty amazing too.
Wow. Yeah, I would be surprised too, man. Oh man. I actually remember my second injury story that I forgot. It's funny because it's literally so avoidable, but I was a kid and we were kids or whatever. But my sister, basically, my older sister, she's like my other half. Like we used to do like everything together, and basically, when we were really young, we used to do like a lot of dumb stuff, and basically, I think I had to have been like so young, man. Like probably like 4 or 5. I honestly like less than 4 or 5, because I don't think that she could have been that old to do something that crazy to me. But basically, if you see me in person, like I have like a sort of like a hole in my ear, and every time, well, I used to get asked it a lot. I used to be like, oh, they used to be like, oh, do you have earrings? And I'm like, no, I don't have earrings. And I'm like, why? And like, oh, you have a this like hole in the side of your ear, and it looks like a piercing hole. So like people always ask me if I have piercings, and I'm like, no. And I'm like sometimes I would look at it and I would just be like, I wonder where this came from, because I literally didn't remember. And then one time they told me the story, and then I remembered so clearly that like the pain even just came back to me of the moment when it happened. And basically, like my sister, when she was little and when I was little, tried to give me a piercing with a what did they call it, like it's
a needle.
Yeah, like a needle. Yeah, it's basically like that episode of Family Guy when what was it? Yeah, Brian tried to give Stewie a piercing, and I think my sister.
Did have your ear fall off? Did have your ear fall off?
Nah, I didn't get that serious, but yeah, like I remember my sister got in big trouble, and then what is it, like I remembered it, like I didn't remember it until she told me that. And when I got told that, I don't remember who told me that story. Like I remember even the pain and everything of that moment came back. I remember as a kid I didn't understand what was going on, so I was like, what is she doing to my ear? And I'm just like sitting there, and yeah, so now I have this hole that looks like a piercing, but I don't have piercings. So yeah, that's my second story. Pretty crazy.
I got like some sort of mystery story. I got like I said, I got tons of injuries. I get hurt a lot, like over nothing. Like I trip over, like sometimes like if there's like nothing there, I just trip over like the simplest things, and it's become so normal like in my family where they don't even come to my rescue. They're like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, okay. Be careful next time." That's literally what they do. Yeah. But anyways, this one I call it a mystery because a long time ago, this one I really did not know happened at all. At least with the when I was 4 years old, I remember bits of it. Like I remember walking back at the chair and visiting somebody, but I don't remember most of it. This one I don't remember at all.
Yeah.
So when I was little, I used to jump off of stairs because again as a kid I was stupid, you know. I jump off of stairs, I would do all that stuff.
Yeah.
And one time I broke my arm by jumping off the stairs. Now this is where the mystery part comes in. So the story goes, I jumped off the stairs. But right behind me, like she was a kid at the time, was my auntie.
Yeah.
So the big question is, did I jump off the stairs and break my arm? Or did my auntie push me down the stairs and I broke my arm? So eventually that, like even to this day, like like it's like a funny thing they bring up to my auntie, like to annoy her. It's like, yeah, you pushed your nephew down the stairs.
Oh my gosh.
You pushed your nephew down the stairs.
That does
so
make sense.
it's like this big. Yeah, so it's like this big mystery we have in our family. It's like, who broke my arm? Did I break it, or did my auntie do? So it's like this thing. Like me, honestly, I think I did jump off the stairs because I remember doing that stupid thing, and if I did something stupid like that, honestly, breaking my arm doesn't seem like that far fetched. What I was doing. So, but my mom also brings it up. Yeah, your auntie pushed you downstairs. Stuff. It's not real. It's just to mess with her. Because every time we bring it up, she's like, hey, "I didn't push you down. You jumped down." Like even now, like she's like 20 something, and even almost married, she still gets like, she still is like hurt about it. Like I didn't push you down. You jumped.
Oh man, that's crazy.
What sucks is that my parents went to Disneyland and I was home with a broken arm.
That sucks. It's crazy.
I was with my grandparents.
Man, that's crazy. Wow. These are some. I'm glad we moved on from just pure holiday stories, because we would have been just had nothing to tell. Yeah. I mean, Lion would have something. Much. Lion would have had something to tell. He always has something to tell. But yeah. I was gonna say something, but I forgot. Oh, have you guys ever been in any fights before?
I don't know.
No.
What do you mean, like actual just like that?
I've never been in a fist fight, actually.
Like just school fights, kind of,
Like fist fights.
I guess fist fights.
I've never been in. That's the thing. In our school, they didn't actually punch you. They just try to choke you.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, I'm. Yeah. That's weird. I brought it up, but I don't think I've ever been in a fist fight either. Cause I just wanted to know. It's an interesting thing to know.
I don't know, not fist fight. They don't do that. They just try to choke you.
Yeah. Man, what if Ison's been in a fist fight before? They're like, "Oh, you talk trash about Chainsaw Man," and then he just starts going at him.
Yeah. Just choke him.
Choke him. Oh man, that's funny to think about. But yeah, that's about it for stories. I mean, I could go on and on, but it's been an hour and 12 minutes. So
yeah. That's a good time to end.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's cut out the stuff about the stream soon, because we don't want this to be. We don't want this in the video.
No, I'll cut it out.
Yeah. I don't want them to be like, "Oh, we were doing this in our spare time," or just. Well, I mean, not in our spare time, but in just whenever we had time.
Yeah. But yeah, I'll cut that out too, I guess.
Yeah, cut that out too.
Yeah. All right. So I'm just gonna wrap up the episode. So, thank you guys again for watching the episode. And I guess I don't have to say thank you for my co-hosts coming, because they're always here. But yeah, if you have any crazy stories, let us know. Drop them in the comments.
Sorry if you were eating, because this was a lot about our pain, and
they can handle it.
Unless you eat to that, then go ahead. But I hope you're not.
I mean, if you can eat watching Attack on Titan, I'm sure you can eat watching this.
Yeah,
it's nothing crazy. But yeah, I'm definitely sure they can handle this. But yeah, if you have any crazy stories yourself, drop them in the comments. Genuinely, I really want to see what stories you guys have. Any last words from you guys?
I have nothing.
Don't do stupid stuff, because you might get a story out of it, but ask yourself, is the pain worth it?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's always fun to tell those stories. I mean, now you guys got that piece of lore. We all have head injuries, so now
Yeah.
you guys know. But yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for coming to this episode, and peace out.
Peace.
Peace.